Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I don't want to do an intro and outro today because it's been quite a shit day for me. So I'll explain to you guys what has happened. So today I've had the police around my house because I apparently abused one of my dogs, which I didn't actually do. So I'll explain to you guys what had happened exactly. So this morning or this afternoon, there was a water bottle that was left in the garden outside for 3 days, and I decided to throw it on the grass. So as I threw the water out of the bottle on the grass, then all of a sudden, Poppy, one of my dachshunds, ran in front of it, as if she was excited, though. And then one of my neighbours, not on the left or the right, but the garden, as I head outside, and the house is back there. So basically it's in the Merry Quarters, whatever you call it. One of my neighbours had saw me throwing water on the grass. They thought that I was throwing water at the dog, though. I didn't see them looking at me, though. But I think they had like their blinds down or their curtains, so that way I couldn't see them, but they can see me, which is just fucking biased. So yeah, so one of those people thought that I was throwing water at the dog, and they decided to ring the police on me. And luckily, they didn't call the RSPCA, though. Like, I never intended to throw water at my dogs, for fuck's sake. Why the fuck would I do that, though? I don't understand why people would think that. Well, and I know people would say to me, this is a misunderstanding. Yes, it is a misunderstanding, of course. So, yeah, the neighbours reported me to the police. And then all of a sudden, well, actually, I was home alone that time. So the police arrived at my neighbourhood, and then they were outside of my house. And also my sister was away. Well, is away on holiday with her boyfriend. So as soon as the police arrived, they came at my door, and then all of a sudden, my parents came back, like thinking, what's all this? What's Mark done? I mean, I've never been in trouble with the police before, and I could have before. Today, this is my first time being in trouble with the police. Yeah. So I was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? So I just got my clothes on. Yeah, my parents like said to me, come downstairs and talk to the police. So I came into the lounge, and then the police told me what was going on. So they said that one of my neighbours witnessed me throwing water at the dogs. And I'm like, what the fuck is this all about? Is one of my neighbours making allegations on me? This doesn't mean I'm moving out, for fuck's sake. Even though, luckily, they didn't even film it on camera, though. Luckily, they didn't film it. So, yeah, the police did say to me that that the witness was lucky not to call the RSPCA. I'm not going to say about it too much. I'm not going to say what the police officer did say to me, though. Well, there was 2 police officers that came to the house. So yeah, like I said, I never intended to abuse one of my dogs, though, because if I did, then that would be my own fault that one of my dogs would get taken away by the RSPCA. So, yeah, I mean, and one of my friends did say that how is putting water on a dog animal abuse, though? It's not always animal abuse, though. People who say that putting water on the dogs just don't know how far they have their heads up their own arse. I mean, just like a water bottle, and then you just pour it on the dog, so you're like cleaning it. Yeah, that's not even animal abuse. But what's worse is throwing hot water at them. That is well extreme. And that is animal abuse, of course. Anyway, the water bottle, well, the water I threw was cold water. Even though it wasn't really animal abuse that I did, though, but the neighbours thought it was. But in my opinion, it's kind of animal abuse and not. Well, it's pretty much both. I don't see why people would think it's animal abuse, though. People may think that I've abused animals before. Well, obviously they don't know how far they have their heads up their own arse. Yeah, so the police told me all about the incident. And all of a sudden, they did say to me that on Monday, that I'm going to have to pay £100 fine for animal abuse. How the fuck was that animal abuse, though? I was only throwing water on the grass, and then one of my dogs ran in front of it, though. Like, it's like they wanted to get wet or something. I don't know. So, yeah, on Monday, I'm going to have to pay £100 fine. And I know people are going to say to me, you need to fight it, Mark. Well, some people would say to me, it's no use arguing with policemen. It's just like from that episode from Thomas the Tank Engine, where Thomas is in trouble with the police because the police officer thinks that he may do some harm. So Thomas will have to get some cow catchers. But then, all of a sudden, they had Toby the Tram Engine to, but I can't remember the plot of it. So on Monday, like I said, I'm going to have to go to the thing. I'm not going to say what it is and pay the £100 fine. How am I going to do that? I'm going to have to use my bank card. The one that I use for food only. I don't know why my neighbours thought I was abusing one of my animals. But whoever it was that reported me to the police, I will. But I don't know who did it, though. And if I went there and said, which one of you called the police? They wouldn't even tell me. Because they're a bunch of pussies. So yeah, like I said, if I find out who called the police, but I don't want to say the word because that would get me demonetized. Even though I don't put adverts on there though, but still. Alright, I'm going to end this video today. So this is actually the first time that I've been in trouble with the police because someone thought I was abusing my animals, which I never intended to. That was never my intention in the first place. And I never, ever abuse animals in my entire life. I do no harm to animals whatsoever. But some people would probably call me a hypocrite though. But even though I've never fucking abused animals. If people think that I did it in the past, that was back when I was a kid, though. That was back when I was a kid. But now, as I've got all grown up, now that I know that all that shit is animal abuse. So, yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day and night to you all. Peace out.